Yes, ma'am.
Can start presenting, ma'am.
Okay. I think the screen is visible now.
Yes, ma'am. You can go ahead, please. Yeah.
So I'm taking the transportation engineering lab. In this, various tests are there, all with simulation. We will take the softening point test on bitumen. You see a demonstration of how the simulation is done for this experiment. The objective of this experiment is to determine the softening point of the given sample of bitumen, and the apparatus required is also given here. So we have to click the right the arrow. So wherever the arrow is there, in front of that, if we click, the next step will be shown. And first step is to heat the bituminous material and pour it in the mold or with the rings. So if we click on this, you see, and you have to measure the temperature. So the pouring, there is a test also in between. What is the pouring temperature of bitumen material? So it is, if we click the other values, it will say it is wrong, and 90 degrees Celsius is the right value. So there's a test in between. So right side of the arrow, if we click, it will go to the next step. So then the metal plate is, so this is the metal plate. It is coated with a mixture of equal parts of glycerin and dextrin so that the bitumen will not stick to the metal plate. And next step is to pour. So the mold, the bitumen is poured in the mold. So after cooling for 30 minutes in air, if required level, if the material is more than the ring, it can be wiped off using a sharp knife. So there are some tips also given in the test in between. So this is the ball ring arrangement. So here we first place the rings and then two balls. Next we have to place this in the assembly. So the ball ring with the bitumen is placed in the assembly. So again a test. How many balls, steel balls are used? So it is two. Click OK. You are right. And we have assembled the apparatus in position. So we move on to the next step. We have to fill the beaker with distilled water to a height of 50 mm above the upper surface of the ring. First, the beaker is filled with water. Next, this apparatus is placed inside. So it is first measured, and they are kept in such a way that above the bitumen surface, above the ring surface, it is 50 mm height of water is there. Move to the fourth step. So we'll keep this apparatus arrangement in the main apparatus position. And then heater is placed. We have to heat the water. So when the water is heated, how the bitumen behaves. So it is plugged in. Then so he measures the temperature. Thermometer is kept. Initial temperature maintained should be, it is 5 degrees Celsius. So you have to note down the temperature when any of the bitumen touches the bottom plate. So we have the bitumen here. So at any point the bitumen will get melted and it will pour down. That temperature we have to note down. Switch on the power and the heater is turned on. Stirrer is moved. So we have to heat the water bath and stir the liquid so that the temperature rises at a uniform rate. So what temperature, you can see here at what temperature it is poured. Then you can switch off, and the temperature at which the two balls are dropped is noted. One is 54 degrees Celsius, the other is 56 degrees Celsius. Then we can turn off the plug. The observation is the two temperature at which the balls drops. So one is 54 and 56. So you have to note down the, calculate the average temperature. So check the bitumen sample used this with this softening point is suitable to be used in at which temperature, or the bitumen gets softened at 55 degrees Celsius. So where we can use this type of, whether it is in a cold climate or in hot climate, or at tropical, normal, both cold and hot, where the both climates are available. So choose, they have given the hint also, choose based on the maximum temperature recorded in the region. So if the bitumen gets melted at 55 degrees Celsius, means we cannot use it in Rajasthan, or it can be used in Shimla, Karnataka. Bitumen with this softening point is suitable for region lesser than this temperature. Ma'am, the experiment is completed. Softening point test on bitumen.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I think I can stop recording. Thank you all. And I think next week the remaining people can present. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
1 second, I'll just stop recording.